G'day everyone. Precise Moment is a fairly easy Gate of Infinity boss. It's not particularly lethal, it's probably going to be pretty hard to actually die on this, but there are definitely a few mechanics to know about. A short way into the fight, the boss is going to put fire across the whole ground, and he's going to jump up onto one of these pillars. At this point, the entire rest of the fight is fought on top of one of these 3 pillars, and you're only going to move between them very briefly because the ground hurts you the whole time. The first thing you'll notice is that there's blue and red zones on top of each of these pillars. Basically, stand in blue, don't stand in red. The blue gives you an attack speed buff, while the red gives you an attack speed nerf, so don't stand in red. Periodically throughout the fight, the boss is going to hop between pillars. All you need to do is walk across. You can just jump on the ground for a few seconds, it won't hurt too much, and grapple up to the other pillar. Every time he does this, the first ability he'll use is a healing channel, and he'll heal himself a bunch. You want to interrupt this with a stun every single time. So change your weapon skills if you need to, but you need at least one stun that you can use reliably every single time you change platforms. Now he's only got a few attacks to be aware of. The first is this knockoff attack. So when he's kind of charging up like this a little bit, he's about to do a frontal cone that will knock you off the platform and obviously just interrupt your flow for a minute, do a bit of damage on the floor. So you just want to move to the side for that one. It's a pretty narrow cone to the front, so move to the side or edge of whatever green zone you're standing in to dodge that. The other ability to be aware of is when he does this kind of double twirling spin with his big hammer. He's about to do a ground attack, which means you need to jump. This won't stun you or knock you back or anything, but it will deal a chunk of damage, so when you see this coming out, be ready to jump that. And finally, the main thing in this fight that you'll be focusing on is his fury attacks. It's a bit of a parry simulator, this fight. He has 3 slightly different timings and animations for these fury attacks, 2 of which you can kind of group together, and then 1 you need to treat separately. When you see the purple fury indicator, if he's kind of crouching down to the side a little bit, it's about to be a slow attack, so you want to wait a moment and delay your defensive ability. If you use your defensive ability when you see that purple indicator, you're going to use it too early and his attack's still going to hit you and stun you. So when you see this stance, you want to delay it for a moment and wait until you see the hammer coming up behind his head. The other version is that if he's doing 2 kind of frontal swipes while you see the purple indicator appearing, that's going to be a much quicker one, and you can pretty much use your defensive ability as soon as you see that purple indicator finishing. And that's really it in terms of mechanics. Pretty simple. The main thing is that you definitely have to bring along a stun that you can use every single time he changes platforms to reduce that healing that he does. I only just hit level 50 as a tank, so I'm wearing green and blue armor and stuff, so I'm pretty weak and my DPS is low, but you can see the mechanics at the very least. And that's it. If the guide helped at all, please like, comment, or subscribe. It helps me out a whole bunch. Thanks for listening, everyone. Cheers.